Hello and welcome to another edition of the Vendor Corner or Universal Heritage Television Naija. This morning we are at Amajeke, the popular Amajeke in Owerri, and we'll have our vendor stand where we are going to be using this morning for our analysis. I am Obidi Mark, your host, and I want to urge you to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Universal Heritage Television Naija. The News Echo. Yes, the News Echo. Yeah, it has a screaming headline here. It says, Soludo grants IPOB members amnesty with a rider urges them to lay down arms, forge meaningful lives. But in reaction to this, I heard this morning that the younger brother of Nnamdi Kanu has come out to tell Soludo that IPOB are not criminals. So that why are you offering amnesty to them? What do you say about that?
The only government in the world that thinks that IPOB is a terrorist group is Nigerian government. The United States government thinks that it's a freedom-fighting group of people who are agitating for their own self-rule because they have been marginalized. Our people are going through hell in their own lands. So in Europe, the European Union thinks that IPOB is a group of people seeking for self-determination, and everybody has the right to self-determination. Why do you repress the movement for freedom? Yeah. And this is what IPOB represents. For me, it is not.
You look at the heading. Do you have anything to say on that? Okay.
Let's hear. Here, I think Soludo has made a very good step. He has made the right step in the right direction, because here, though many people are agitating that he should go further, in addition to this, yes, and pray for his ready. But I think as a sitting governor, this is his best. He has done to some extent. This is a good step in the right direction. Yes, and he's been guided by Nigerian Constitution. In Nigerian,
Constitution. He's trying to play within the ambit of the law.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, that's what I mean.
All right. So we have other smaller. You wanted to say something about it too. Do you have an opinion on this? Soludo grants IPOB members amnesty. You have anything to say on it?
People that always grant amnesty is a terrorist or a criminal. You can never grant a freedom fighter amnesty because they are seeking for self-determination. In anywhere on earth, it was a very, very good opinion to whomever was oppressed and who's seeking a way to regain freedom must go through process. And if they are a terrorist, why not the Kanu still alive in the prison? Why government of Nigeria are detaining him there? But Nigeria lack of understanding, simply because they see Igbos as nothing, and they use their brothers of Igbos killing each other. Look at Igbo land, everywhere, military physics, causing the old ones, elder ones, smallest ones, not to go anywhere, even the business are afraid of it. Go to northern lands, everywhere is bombed, even Kaduna was attacking. No such things in there. Immortalization is not evil. If they come to their senses, to the normal senses, nothing evil is there. And I urge the youth, let them breast peace in all costs. Peace is one of the most things around the earth.
Resorting to arms. You mean that agitation could be done without necessarily taking up arms, killing one another?
Yeah, agitation can be freely done without even big in your hand. We talk.
Call for referendum.
Yes.
The call for Biafra, the movement for Biafra is a call for referendum.
Yes,
let the people determine what they want.
Yes, and the round table of it is that let people, the people that they are attacking whatever arms or whatever, it's not all about, because life is lost. Then let Nigerian people call them the round table of talk. Give them a date of referendum. That's all about it. People that want to go seek for a referendum, it's never abomination or abominable. Even when Egypt was in bondage in Egypt, they let her go. And after all, then go. So here in Igbo, people are suffering a lot. Even the old ones are suffering.
All right, let's look at another paper here. Let's take a look at another local. Is that a trumpeter?
Yeah, trumpeter.
Okay. This is okay. I think we did this yesterday. We did this one yesterday. So okay. Let's now look at national papers. It seems the local papers have been exhausted. So let's look at national papers. We have this day. We have this day here, and this day has this bold headline here. It says, finally, PDP ditches zoning, throws presidential tickets open. Finally, PDP ditches zoning, throws presidential ticket open. This paper seems to be reporting certainty here over the zoning. It seems they have an information we don't have about this PDP ticket.
Well, all that I've heard from credible sources say, and I also saw it on TV yesterday from all the major cable network news channels, that the Committee on Zoning has finally reached a resolution and that they will transmit their findings to the National Working Committee or the National Executive Committee of the party. So if anybody speculates what is contained in the report of that committee, it's mere speculation. Until we get a final position from PDP, then we can talk about that.
This paper says worsening insecurity. Again, Senate asks Buhari to declare war on terrorists. Worsening insecurity. Again, Senate asks Buhari to declare war on terrorists. Do you think it's going to solve the problem by declaring war on terror? Are we not fighting war with them already? Do we need to declare another war?
It's no need of declaring more war because war is still going on. And the federal government should do something about it. Because life is not duplicate. Nothing precious than life. Life is precious than gold. Whosoever have a future is by life. Whosoever can make it is by life. So when the life is going on, who is the next person you are going to read? Even the leaders themselves. With that massive voting, they will not be in there. So they could have known what they do towards the violences. Everywhere, problems, everywhere here and there, scatters all over the Nigeria. Is that only Nigeria existing in the earth? United Nations, self-determination is there. EU, self-determination is there. AU, self-determination is there. Even the law, I-60, even Nigerian law, back it up also.
Okay. All right, you have something to say on this?
Yes, worsening insecurity.
Worsening insecurity. Again, Senate is asking Buhari to declare war on terrorists.
Yes.
Are we not at war with them already? Why do we need to declare war?
We need to, Nigerian government need to decisively take a hard stand on terrorist groups like Boko Haram. I expected that federal government, if I'm not mistaken, I think they have not declared Boko Haram terrorist group. They have not officially gazetted it by federal authority. Okay. Yeah, I think they should also make sure that they execute the war, they procure more ammunition to get them fished out. Thank you.
Okay. Another caption here says, once again, terrorists strike Kaduna, attack military camp, kill 15 soldiers, 3 civilians. Once again, terrorists strike Kaduna, attack military camp, kill 15 soldiers, 3 civilians. That these people have been so emboldened, the bandits, that they can now attack a military formation. They're able to kill 15 soldiers. You know what it means to kill 15 soldiers? They were able to kill 15 soldiers and 3 civilians. Now, what hope do we have?
The present government
you want
came.
To say something? Yeah. Okay.
The present government in 2015 came on the mantra of security as one of its 3 major points of manifesto. Now, 7 years down the line, we are still talking about insecurity in this country. Now, it's very sad that soldiers are killed by bandits who are out there. And over the past week or so, there have been back and forth arguments as to why our security architecture has been unable to tame the menace of terrorism, especially in the north, and banditry and all the things that associate with them. It has been said that the government has spent a lot of money, but that these monies that they have spent have gone into the wrong hands. There have been a lot of embezzlement, there have been siphoning, there has been misapplication of money that have been voted by Senate and the House of House of Representatives, such that the soldiers in the field are ill-equipped. They are not armed enough because we find situations where terrorists and bandits are more armed, more equipped, more sophisticated, and more connected to be able to unleash mayhem. Even in Kaduna State are supposed to be the fortress of this country, where all the security agencies, yes, have their headquarters, have their formations, have their operational bases and all that. So it is sad. If Kaduna falls to the terrorists, then Nigeria has fallen to the terrorists.
Okay. All right, let's look at another paper that just arrived while we are here. The Onion. This is the Onion paper. It's a local, one of the local papers here, Onion. It says, the big headline here says, Okigwe North demands seats. Okigwe North demands seats. With two riders here, says, calls on Hakim Ararume Obereri Chikwem to wade in. Okigwe North demands seats, and they are calling on Hakim Ararume Obereri Chikwem to wade in. Okigwe coming to the front burner this time around. What do you make of this?
I think by their zoning arrangement, they believe that it is time now for the Okigwe North block of the Okigwe zone, or they call it the Imo North Senatorial District, that it is the turn of the Okigwe North Federal Constituency to produce their next senator. And the people are calling for Ararume, for Hakim Chikwemo Onoha, for Professor Bereri to wade in, and these are people from Okigwe North.
The federal
exactly, to lead the struggle. Absolutely, so that they can win it for Okigwe North.
Are you saying that they are people they expect to contest, or people that should go and negotiate for whoever will contest?
According to the reportage, it appears these are the frontline politicians they have there that can get the seat for them.
Is there anybody here from Okigwe North? Anybody here from Okigwe zone? Okay, nobody from Okigwe zone. Okay, let's move on. It says, over the zone senior seats, ex-councillors urging Bata to contest, promise to buy nomination form. Over the zone senior seats, ex-councillors urging Bata to contest, promise to buy nomination form. First of all, it does seem that what is raining now is buying of forms. People now come and buy forms for people. Maybe someday some people will come and buy form for me. But in this one now they say...
do you want to hear the truth?
Okay. Yeah.
These aspirants buy forms for themselves and organize groups to come and present it to them as though they were the people that bought the forms. This is politics, actually.
I think it started with President Buhari in
2014. All this while, since 2003, somebody has been buying for, or some group have been buying for.
No contestant is actually going to buy from this time. People are going to buy forms for them.
Exactly.
So, are there people that you may want to buy forms for? People that will contest the election, because that's what is raining now. Are you going to? Okay, give him mine. I know people are going to contribute money to go and buy forms.
For which constituency?
Promise to buy nomination forms
for him.
People are not buying forms for.
Many of these people, many of these groups that buy form for a particular individual, for a particular politician. And when you look at it, you may observe that some of the contestants or aspirants are like they are buying the form from behind. They are sponsoring that's what I think now, that they can buy. I can bring out money to buy somebody. Now, can you bring out money to buy for? I can buy for a.
How can I bring money? No, I cannot try it to. I don't have such money now.
What do you have? Assuming you have the money.
I don't have work now. I don't have money. I don't have the work. So how can I bring money? I assume I have.
Can you bring out the money, go and buy from and support?
I can support somebody, maybe who I trusted.
If you have money now, Nigeria now.
Yes.
that you want to use to support, which candidate will you go and buy form for?
I will support P2B.
Let me come.
I will support P2B.
Let me see. Who will you buy form for?
Now for Okorocha, no? Okorocha.
Okay, you buy for Okorocha?
Yes.
Okay. Who will you buy form for? If you have the money to buy form. I'm just coming out. But as a Nigerian, if you want to buy form for candidate, who will you buy for? If they give you money now. If you get money now, so you want sponsor candidate for president, who will you buy form for?
And brother, I don't know who I will support for, you know.
You don't know any of them?
And I don't know any of them. Yes, of course.
Okay, you want to say something? You want to tell us who you support? Okay. Okay.
P2B. I support P2B. I buy form for P2B if I have money. Or if not P2B, I can also buy form for Sowore. Sowore, the founder of AAC, yes. They are so good in administration. Thank you.
It's good that we know what Nigerians think about leadership. Okay, who will you buy form for? If you have the money now to buy form, who will you buy form for?
In a good form of buying form, I will buy form for Yahweh Yeshua. That is Christ himself. Him, okay, that means
everybody will buy ticket for Jesus. Spiritually, we will all buy form for Jesus. But what I'm saying is, for who will lead us in Nigeria now? If you have the money to waste now, and they say buy form, who will you buy for? Or for the people that
I will only buy form for Anyim Pius Anyim. Anyim Pius Anyim. This is whom I will only buy a form for, if I do. But I remind
as he said, Anyim Pius Anyim is a man can revive Nigeria. He has all it takes. Are you getting me? In knowledge, in foresight, Anyim Pius Anyim have it. When he was the Secretary of Nigeria, he led Nigeria in a good position. Then fight corruption without making noise. They make things work normal. These are the people that we need in Nigeria that can make Nigeria better. If Nigeria better, no one can be able to agitate for freedom because of that is partial. Are you getting me? Hatred has been filled. When you be cheated, you must look somewhere to get yourself in order. That is what we are fighting, what you are suffering here. Are you getting me? So when you give an empire and a president, an empire and we build what is called New Nigeria and tell Nigeria that there is a life ahead.
And you believe the agitation in the southeast will end?
I'm telling you, he will make things in order because when you get something that has been troubling you, you cannot look otherwise. Thank you.
That's what you have said. Okay, let's go to another paper here. And where's the nation? Okay, we have the Nigerian horn. The Nigerian horn, another state paper has come. The Nigerian horn, and it has a big screaming headline here. It says, INEC vows to sanction parties. Candidates if INEC vows to sanction parties candidates if with a rather here primaries to be this should be I think there's an error here. Primaries to be concluded before June 3. Okay, so that's the Nigerian horn. So the electoral act is out and INEC handed the warning yesterday according to this paper. Do you think there will be political parties that may default?
Well, there are timelines that are contained in the Electoral Act, the Constitution, and the INEC guidelines. INEC has set forth that timeline since February, and it has also mapped out about 62 days for the political parties to arrange their processes in conducting their National Executive Committee meetings, to conduct their primary elections, to submit forms, to invite them to supervise all their processes. And they are saying that if any political party, no matter how highly placed, violates any of these guidelines, any of these milestones that they have set up, that they will be sanctioned or delisted from the elections as they come. So it is a forewarning to all the political parties.
Okay. Another caption here says, our policy has made Nigeria a fertilizer powerhouse in Africa, Buhari. Our policy has made Nigeria a fertilizer powerhouse in Africa, Buhari. So what it means here is that fertilizer is no more a scarce commodity in Nigeria. We have fertilizer everywhere. And I know most of us here are farmers. So do we have fertilizer?
The government people have shared it by themselves because it doesn't reach to pharmacists or the real people called farmers. It's only this wickedness of these people call themselves rulers in Nigeria. They have evil heart to make sure they share everything coming out from this called government. These people sitting as a house members, whether they call themselves anything they like, they all make law, they assume themselves, share the whole money in this country and build outside country called Nigeria. Instead of to make this country called Nigeria to be great, they're making other countries to be great. They leave everything here. They will say they will bring how many billions of naira to support farmers, but they will share it by themselves. Take the money and bring on to one trailer load and behave as if they camera it and show that they have shared it. But look on the other way around, they have collected it by themselves on their own warehouse. All those things. Nigeria need to solve everything. Called the problems that are ravaging this country.
Do you have fertilizer?
No, I don't have.
You don't have fertilizer? Yes. Is there anybody who is enjoying? The president has said that Nigeria has become the powerhouse of fertilizer in Africa. So do we have fertilizer to farm with?
No fertilizer.
No one.
Forget about the term hydroponics. Government has made the fertilizer to be Nigeria become a fertilizer house in the Nigeria. Very good idea, and the more urge to the farmers. If they can only do it the way they said it in the paper.
They said they have done it already. They said they have done it already. The fertilizer is everywhere.
All right. It will help to eliminate hungers. People that are strong can take it to farms.
Do you have fertilizer now? Have you been able to?
I don't have any fertilizer. I don't even see it at my naked eye.
Okay. What do you make of this?
That the president is saying that the APC government policy has made Nigeria a fertilizer powerhouse in Africa. Now that is self-assessment. We need to also have an independent assessment.
The masses, the ordinary Nigerians here.
Exactly. And you find that
yourself, have you been able to assess?
I don't have fertilizer. I don't know where to get fertilizer. I don't know. I'm a farmer. Traditionally, and fertilizer is still expensive in the market. I don't know whether it is a powerhouse. Nigeria is a powerhouse to other countries of Africa and not a powerhouse for the citizens of the nation themselves, farmers that we have. So that's my take on it.
Let me look at another national daily, the Vanguard. The Vanguard. Let's look at the Vanguard. This is the Vanguard, right? The Vanguard has a screaming headline. It says, shock as terror attack on army base claims 17 soldiers. Shock as terror attack on army base claims 17 soldiers. I think we have seen this story in the other paper. Another caption here that captures our interest is, it says, Nigeria's public debt to rise above 50 trillion naira. Nigeria's public debt to rise above 50 trillion naira. This is disturbing. Our debt is rising to the tune of 50 trillion naira. And a report that was released recently tends to suggest that this government has been borrowing for 7 years now, even to finance projects, fund the project. Everything has been borrowing, and there are suspicions that worker salaries was suspended, last month, connected to this development.
When a country is not working well,
let me start with you. Yeah.
When a country is not working well, check the leaders. All of them forget one thing they're supposed to do. Even the House call themselves legislators and executives. They're supposed to have things they have as shadows, that even when a ruler enters as a president, they still control the president. Tell him how the country runs and how everything goes. They're not supposed to become as if they don't do mathematics in a country or in a school, or they didn't go even high institution or even university. Those things supposed to be made, that instead of this country be borrowing, they send people to go and learn from China, and they come back, they build those companies in Nigeria. Then those countries they go to must come here and establish their company here. Either they manufacture here, or they establish here, or they do all those things here, so that this country will be stabilized, that even the people in this country will be manufacturing and doing things in a better ways. These people, even look at the oil. These people carry our oil, speaking by their own mouth, that they take it outside and bring it in. Is it not a great madness? If you're thinking of the things, the way they run this country, it's better to catch these people, because they're not willing, they're not supposed to rule this country.
Okay. All right.
As a boy, my parents taught me to try to live within my means. What I earn, I try to make do, or if I don't have it, I do without. I do not go borrowing. I do not go and look for places where I will get loans that will finance my life. So it is very irresponsible for any person, group of persons, a company, or a nation to borrow beyond its own means. This 50 trillion naira that our public debt has risen to, it's not just monies that the APC government in Abuja owes, or the National Assembly in Abuja owes. It's money that you, me, everybody else owes, and we must pay it. Loans are to be paid. If we don't pay it in life, our children will pay it when we die. So these people have been reckless in taking monies because they find that it is cheap to take money and promise to pay in future. What they have been doing recently have been rescheduling. Instead of us to pay next year, please shift it so that we can pay in 30 years, and then more interest will be added on it today. And it keeps rising. This is not the ceiling. When APC government leaves office, it could hit 60 trillion naira. Yeah. Because we are not producing, we are just borrowing to consume. We are not borrowing to establish businesses that will exist and make profit, or invest in concerns that will provide some kind of buffer for us now or in the future. It is irresponsible borrowing.
All right. We've actually, we're running off now. Let's take our last...
the problem of this country is the senators. The problem of the country is the senators. In Nigeria, in vehicle now, when the vehicle do not have engine, is rubbish. So in Nigeria, the senators are the engine, and the president is the driver. So, the senators have to make a law that will guide everybody and that will control everybody. But they do the law always based on themselves and their reason. So, but they have to the law that will hold both the judiciary, both the legislators and the executive. But we common men that have nothing to eat is the people that the law is against us. Okay. So that is why they say that everybody is facing problems here and there.
Okay. Let me say this last one thing about borrowing. There is nothing essentially wrong with borrowing per se, but when you borrow and you invest rather than consume, then your investment will be able to, over time, repay the loan. But we find that this 50 trillion naira we have here as debt overhang on all of us, there is nothing on ground that will contribute 1 trillion to repaying this money.
Okay, viewer, we've come to the end of today's press review. We did it here at Amajeke. Amajeke is a popular avenue here in Owerri, and you can see beautiful people here, readers who have been part of our discussion today. I want to thank all of you for your contributions, and I also want to thank the vendor who made this place available to us. Tell us, what's your name? Michael. How long have you been here? More than 2 years. Okay. So I want to thank you for giving us this opportunity. This is Universal Heritage Television Naija. Our vendor corner, we move around. We don't go. So tomorrow we are going to another place, but today it's your turn here. So I want to thank you for hosting us. And dear viewer, I want to thank you for listening. And readers here, I want you all to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can be getting our updates every day as we do this review. For those who were part of it today, by 12 o'clock today, it will be out. We'll broadcast it and people can watch and read. Okay, so dear viewer, thank you for watching. We'll be signing off now. I am Obidimako, your host, and I want to assure that tomorrow morning we'll be at another vendor stand to bring you another edition of this program. Until we come that, I want to say bye-bye.